Hey guys, Lord here, back in with another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Star Wars Black Series Amazon exclusive Knights of the Old Republic Darth Nihilus and Darth Treyja Tupac, brought to us by the fine folks over at Hasbro. And I forgot to say, oh Jajum, when I said Amazon exclusive, because not for nothing, I was a little concerned I wasn't going to get mine for a minute, because it had one date, then it got bumped up, then it didn't show up, then it got delayed, and then thankfully it came a few days later. So, here we are, there they are. Let's cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review and take a look, see at all they have to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with Darth Nihilus. Got his lightsaber, and all the lightsabers in this set can be removed. And Darth Nihilus is an upgrade to the previously released Gaming Greats version, because that one was on Darth Maul body and quite frankly sucked pretty bad. But this one is on the Revenge of the Sith Anakin body, if I'm not mistaken, so it's a lot better. He's at least taller. I don't mind if a figure uses Darth Maul body, but should at least be tall. It's a character like him. And then for Darth Treyja, we have these force effects with her lightsabers, because she's such a bad bitch. She doesn't even hold hers. They just kind of float around her. And like Darth Nihilus, the blades are all removable. And I believe she has purple sabers instead of red ones, which is something I always associated with Darth Revan, but I guess maybe back in the day Sith Lords had purple ones. I mean, she's the second one to have them, so I don't know. I'm not an expert when it comes to Star Wars. I just like the cool character designs, alright? Cut me some slack, but as I mentioned, we do get two more of these. We get a small one and we get a medium-sized one. They look pretty good. I wish maybe the bases were a little taller, and I wish they were a little bit more posable. They're just solid pieces, and you can't really straighten it out to have the lightsabers pointing up in neutral. So they're always going to be pointed forward. So I think I'm just going to have to toss those in a bag for now, until I have a proper display for these guys. But why don't we move Nihilus aside? We'll look at Treyja first, because she has a recycled body. It's the Shock T, I want to say Luminara body. Her robe is coming open here. Hold on. There we go. I thought she had a belt or something. I guess not. Interesting. But here she is. You can pull her hood back and see those horrible eyes, and her crazy kind of tiara crest, big poofy hair thing. But 9 times out of 10, she's going to look like this. Her eyes are always covered. Her head can look side to side, though, for what it's worth. She does have beautiful butterflies in the shoulder that'll rotate back and forth. Her arms move up and down. Single jointed elbow with rotation. She just has she does have like a grip hand, which is interesting, but does it move up and down? It does. She has a grip hand on this side, but then she has this open hand here, which also hinges up and down. I don't know if this is reused from anybody. It does feel like it's got like knuckle dusters on it, but if you know Darth Treyja, you know that she doesn't have a left hand. Darth Sion cuts it off, which hopefully we get him at some point. So I'm probably going to heat this up and pop this out. I know some people don't have to heat it. I'm going to heat it. It's already hard enough to get this 2-pack. I don't need to bust it. I would like the option to put the hand back if I wanted to put it back. But popping her arms up here, she does have a diaphragm joint that can pivot back and forth and tilt side to side. That's all fine and dandy. She does have this big skirt, but if we lift this up, you can see that she's got pins. Oh no! But you kick the leg up, kick it down, you kick it forward, and kick it back. She does have a thigh cut. double jointed knee. Not the tightest on the pinned knees, like ever on Black Series. I don't know what the deal with that is. That's kind of crap, but oh well. She does have a boot swivel. Then she does have a hinge in the foot with a rocker joint. So, a decent figure. Could be better. Joints could definitely be tighter in the legs. I think they should just use a new female body moving forward, because these pin legs are just not cutting the mustard. And it's not because they have pins, it's just because they're loose. And pin joints don't have to be loose, they just make them that way because they're stupid and don't know what they're doing. But at any rate, I guess this robe is just going to fold up, huh? Seems to want to do that, so we're just going to do that. That way you can see her body underneath. That's fine, I guess. But putting her aside, let's now look at Darth Nihilus, who to me is the star of the show, because he is new stuff. Despite the fact that Trey is a new character, he is a new body. So as far as his head goes, it just pretty much rotates. It does look up and down a little bit. He's got this cloth cape, which is sewn into his tunic, which is pulled over his torso. His arms will pop out. He's got that beautiful butterfly as well. I will say this side on mine was completely stuck out of package. Of course, I worked it loose. It works fine now, but fact of the matter is, I shouldn't have to do that for 60 bucks. Shoulders will move back and forth. He's got a single jointed elbow that gets you well past 90 with rotation, glove twist, wrist swivel, and I think these are just ball jointed hands. So that's interesting. I have a few figures like that, but not a ton. He's got a diaphragm joint that'll kick back and forth. It'll tilt side to side as well as rotate. His robe is all one piece, by the way. He does have this little belt piece to kind of help hold everything together, but this bottom skirt here is connected to the tunic up top, so be mindful of that. His legs will kick back and forth, out, back down. He's got a little bit of a thigh swivel because of the ball peg, but not really. And then he does have single jointed knees that will rotate, which is really where you get your thigh swivel, and they do bend past 90. So to his credit, he's got better knees than some. He's got a boot swivel and a hinge in the foot with a rocker. So, very cool figure. Very cool 2-pack. I like this 2-pack a lot. I would say of any Black Series figure, Darth Nihilus probably has a shot of getting on my Figures of the Year list. I mean, he's a Sith Lord with a skull mask. You know, my bias is definitely showing, but he's freaking cool, man. I like him a lot. It's definitely a step above the previous one, which I do have. And shout out to Out of the Basement for their video talking about how to kind of customize a Darth Nihilus that's a little taller using the Force Awakens Kylo Ren body. That's exactly what I did. And that's how mine has been for the longest time. But now he's going to get swapped out for this guy, because that's just, that's how it works. You buy all this crap, and then like 2 years later they make one that's 10 times better, and you're like, why did I buy all this crap? The circle of getting screwed. We're bringing in our 2 regulars. We have the Mythic Legions, Brother Mandibilith, and the infamous 11 Spawn, who as usual towers over everyone. And my apologies, I cannot get to the rest of my Sith Lords. They're in my display, and I'm not going to mess that up. But just so you know, Malgus is the biggest. He's a behemoth compared to the rest of these guys. Malik, probably about the same height as Nihilus here. And Revan is kind of short. He'd probably be about the same height as Treyja. So, some food for thought there. But with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and I've got to be honest, this has got to be one of the better Star Wars Black Series 2-packs I've messed with, despite the fact that, yeah, I haven't messed with a whole heck of a lot. fact, the only one that comes to memory is the Halloween edition 2-pack with the Cad Bane guy and the Inquisitor guy as Dracula and Frankenstein's monster. But I will say, for $60, it's a bit steep. It would be nice if we had another lightsaber effect for Treyja, where they're in a more neutral pose as opposed to this battle-ready pose, which looks cool. It's just not something I really have room for on my shelf. That, and would it be too much to ask for Force gesturing hands with these guys once in a while? I mean, you did it for Starkiller. Granted, that was a Pulse exclusive, but still. It would be nice to see something like that once in a while from this line. So, with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.